I cannot believe that it's 2025. What happened? Today I am so excited to do some planning for 2025 projects. Now 2024 was the most intense project, construction, remodel, addition moment of my life. It felt like a moment and it also felt like a life. A whole lifetime happened in 1 year. So at the end of 2024, from October through December, I just focused on living in our house. I didn't do one project. I hardly decorated besides for Christmas, but I was really excited to do that. I did no planning, I did no projects. I just breathed and lived. And it was a glorious time of my life. But I also am so very used to being project-based and project-heavy and doing constant updates to my home, and I kind of miss it. Didn't think that that would happen, honestly, after the intense construction that we did and lived through. And I am ready to tackle some projects on my own in the house again, which I used to do all the time. And if you are newer to my channel and you only lived through our 1 year of living in this house with me, then you haven't seen me do a whole lot myself. But that's actually how Grace in My Space began. It's how I've always done our home remodeling, is on my own and bringing in contractors for smaller projects or for kitchen remodels, because let's face it, I did not want to tackle that one on my own. But I'm really excited to walk through my plans for 2025, what we have left to do in the house, what we're doing now, what we might do down the road, and I'm going to show you the things that are to come on our 1970s continued home remodel. As we go through the rooms, I'm also going to just share some of my deep cleaning favorites, because this is the time of year when I do these things and it's on my mind and I'm doing it. So I may as well hopefully help you if you're also in the process and feeling like you just need to clean after the chaos of the holidays. With that said, let's head to the bedroom first. This was the first project that I did when we moved in, DIY style, very quick update. Just paint, basically. Just paint and decor. And I'm ready to do a bit more. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I did it on a dime. Thank you to today's sponsor, Birch Living. Let's head to the bedroom and see what's in the store. Since 2021, I have been slowly and steadily trying to reduce the toxins in our home, and I have now in 2025 made that update with our mattresses. So I got a new Birch Living mattress and the topper. And Birch Living, if you're unfamiliar, make fiberglass free mattresses, and they are made with natural and organic materials. They're free from polyurethane foams, which can have that off-gassing that can cause health issues. And so I'm so excited to be able to bring this into our space. I've actually had lots of conversations with other people who have had a Birch Living mattress for years to get their feedback. A mattress is a really big decision because it's an investment, and it's obviously what you're spending half of your life on as you sleep. And so I got tons of raving reviews, and I was really excited to partner with Birch Living and bring in their Birch Luxe mattress. So the mattress is made of natural materials. It has organic wool, natural latex, organic cotton, steel in their springs, and it's all Green Guard Gold certified. So it just makes me feel really at peace with having this product in our home. Now, we've only had it for a couple of weeks. It has a softer support system, and we got the topper because my husband likes a firmer mattress to give us a little bit extra support. And one of the problems that we've kind of always combated as a couple is that he sleeps hot and I sleep cold. And we found that both of us had our temperature regulated really nicely with this mattress. Now, Birch Living does offer a 100-night sleep trial and a 25-year warranty. And if you have ever looked at the warranties that most mattresses offer, it doesn't even come close to 25 years. So that is really fantastic. As you could see as we unboxed this, Birch Living delivers the mattress right to your door for free within the US. And they also offer in-home setup and removal if you aren't able to handle a mattress on your own. Each Birch mattress does come with 2 of their Eco Rest pillows as well.
Make sure to check out birchliving.com/graceandmyspace to get 25% off your mattress plus 2 free pillows. This offer expires on the 22nd. After we got everything all set up, my daughter laid on it, and I think she's going to try and claim it from us. So we'll see if it ends up staying in here or gets moved to her room. Now, that was stage 1 of updating our bedroom for 2025. Down the road this year, I would love to do some wall molding in this space, perhaps a ceiling treatment of some kind, definitely a new fan, but all cosmetic updates in this room just to make it feel a bit more cozy and me.
The very first project that I am going to tackle is off of the bedroom. This is the primary bathroom. It's atrocious. It's filthy. I can't keep it clean because of the way that it has been constructed. And there's no door to the bathroom. So I would like to come up with some creative solutions for this room until we're ready to fully remodel it, because I don't want to spend a lot of money on it right now. We're gonna do it DIY style, temporary solutions that will make a big impact. It's actually a fairly nice size for an older house, but it's designed really poorly and they're not making good use of the space at all. So when I get to fully redesign it, I'm excited for how that's gonna look. But in the meantime, we're gonna do something temporary that will improve the functionality and the appearance, get rid of the yellow, which coming from the green into the yellow is jarring to say the least. And we're gonna improve it right away, 2025. Now, while I am focusing on the projects that I'm personally going to tackle, we do also have one very large project that we still need to hire out, which is our staircase. She's not safe. This is the original staircase. It's a complete mess. It's really not sturdy. We are planning to take down the braille and the balusters and redo the entire thing, including new newel posts, new treads, which we've already bought, and also this stairs upstairs, but we have a downstairs that is also the same, and we will be doing both staircases at some point this year once funds are recouped from the main remodel, because that got out of hand. Now, the dining room is one of these spaces in our home that's a little bit tricky because it's completely open to the rest of the house. The room itself is actually a pass-through. So we come from the front door, it passes through to the kitchen and living room, and so it doesn't have a lot of defining walls. We've got archways, we've got openings, but we don't have walls. So it makes it a little bit challenging to do anything like a different paint color than the rest of the open concept area, or a wallpaper accent, which would be really beautiful and I would actually really like to do in parts of the dining room if I could figure out start and stopping points. But one area that I can do and has been on my list to do is this nook, for lack of a better word. When we bought the house, this was a solid wall, and on the opposite side was the front entrance coat closet. And since we remodeled our mudroom directly off of the front entrance and made that basically for all coats, shoes, everything that a coat closet would normally do, we decided to just flip this wall. So we opened it on this side, closed it on the entryway side, and my vision at the time of designing this was not this cabinet, but this cabinet is what I had on hand until I was ready to do the project long term. So the project long term could be so cool. This cabinet actually only takes up about half the depth of the nook space, so I could go so much deeper. And so my long-term plan would be to do some kind of high counter, lower cabinetry that's really deep and fills in the space, and only have it be like, you know, like a buffet or a lower cabinet height, and then do a countertop surface in here, and then do open shelving built in on the back and the sides of this nook for the top half. that can be maybe like a coffee bar, or it could be just display for dining dishes, or it could be just for decor, but it would have a lot of storage and functionality. As you can see, the cabinet works okay, but it doesn't look built in, which I would prefer. It's got the gap here, the top here. And so this felt a little bit makeshift of a solution. It's working great for now. And I'm not sure when we will get to this project because it is a little bit more intensive because of all the building aspects of it, but it is on the list, maybe for 2025. See what I can talk Erin into. Don't adjust your screens. It's just the worst bulb in the history of lighting. So yellow. This is my number one or number two project of the year, DIY style. Eventually we're gonna remodel it, but I'm gonna do it DIY for now. And just wait. See that pink? It's a good one.
This is one of our main bathrooms, and I'm gonna do an update to this DIY style this year. It is outdated, but I'm really just gonna focus on the aesthetics of it for now until we're ready to fully remodel it in the future. So 2025, we're gonna see a lot of bathroom updates. And one of the simplest ways to do that right now is literally just to go through your cabinets. I went through and just did organizing, and it made such a difference.
Yeah. Only 2 bathrooms. Full of empty boxes, expired medication, things we haven't used since we moved here. I need another bag.
When we do the stair project is probably when I will also tackle this landing, which goes to our upstairs bedrooms. It's definitely just become a catch-all for things like this mirror that I have never actually put away from when we moved. We moved here, I set the mirror in this spot, and it hasn't moved in like 15 months. And so I want to make this upper landing zone look nice, be cohesive with the rest of the house, and it is a big project because it does, you know, go in various directions down to different hallways into bedrooms. And so if I start touching one point, it's got to continue until I've done the whole upper level, which is significant. But it's totally doable DIY style to create something that's really pretty and styled and designed, and also more functional than this space currently is, because it could technically have quite a bit of storage in it, and right now it has nothing. One of the first projects on the list for 2025 is going to be the laundry half of our main floor bath laundry combo. When we remodeled, the laundry did exist here, but there was a full wall and it was open to the rest of the house. And then there was a little teeny toilet and a little teeny sink, and you could basically just do this in the room, and that was it. So we expanded it about 7 feet, and we made it also wider to be able to accommodate a full shower and a double sink, and then incorporate the laundry room. When I did that, all we did was finish the bathroom side, and then this side, as you can see, was left a little chaotic. So I would love to build a countertop surface over these and then do some kind of upper storage here. Remove this peg rack that was very much a temporary solution and has worked fine for now, but is always looking very chaotic. And since this is the only bathroom on our main floor, any guests would see this if I didn't put it away before they came over. So while we have made it work, and we can continue to make it work, and it's still a functional space, I would like it to be more functional. And then on the bathroom side, it's really dark out today, so sorry that this is kind of hard to see, but we have this little sink alcove, and I would like to do some kind of either tile or wallpaper or some kind of backdrop behind the mirrors coming all the way down to the countertop. Maybe like a tile design lower and then wallpaper up top. I'm not sure, I haven't designed it, but that's on the plan as well, just to dress the space up and make it feel a little bit more finished. When we installed it, this countertop did come with a little tiny like 4-inch backsplash of the same material, and I said let's not put that on there because I do know that I want to tile this at some point, and I don't want to be ripping off quartz countertop backsplash, ruining the drywall, to have to repair everything, to redo new tile. And so it's felt a little bit builder grade in the meantime because it feels very unfinished. So I'm excited to make this space pop.
Another main focus that we're gonna have in 2025 is our outdoor spaces. I did a lot last spring and summer and fall, but I wanna do a lot more now that the construction is done. We actually have a deck. Before we didn't. We actually have a patio. Before we didn't. We actually have grass. Before we didn't. And a lot of landscaping is going to be done. I can't wait to create an outdoor living area from all of the fruits of our effort from 2024. I talked about this space in one of my most recent videos where we decorated for winter, and there are some really easy things that I can do in this space. I would like to change the color of the mantle and the wood panel backing of this bookshelf. I would also like to take this bookshelf to the ceiling with crown to make it look more like a full built-in, because previously there was a bulkhead up here that we removed when we remodeled the basement. I'm also kind of weighing whether or not I want this to remain the plum that it is. What do you think? Drop it in the comments. And I'm weighing whether or not to do a treatment like a German schmear on this brick. I feel like it would bring a lot of really beautiful character and softness to this space, because it is a very gargantuan fireplace and it's massive. It takes up this whole side of the room, and it's a very big focal point, and I don't love the orangey brick. I don't really want to get rid of the full color of the brick, but I would like to soften it. So a German schmear, which I've done in the past in our previous homes, might be a good solution. Now, not all of our projects are construction based, even though it feels like they are when I think through what I want to do in each space. But down here, this is our basement. This was just one really random empty room. It really has not a lot of purpose. The stairs come down, they land here, and then you walk through to the family room. And so this room has really never had a designated reason for existing. I kind of added a little bit of decor with a console table because I didn't have anywhere else to put it, and I put my chairs here because I didn't have anywhere else to put them, but it doesn't serve a purpose. So I would love to maybe make this like a library or a craft space for my daughter or something purposeful down here, because it's actually a really large space that serves no purpose for the square footage that it gives us. And a purposeless space is only a space that will ever collect clutter and junk and look bad. That is what I have determined over 19 years of owning a home. If it has no purpose, it will only ever look like junk. Please tell me that I am not the only one who has had homes where the purposeless rooms were where all the clutter and the chaos and the things that you don't know what to do with end up. I cannot be the only one. So 2025, we're defining a purpose for this space. Now, I mentioned that I was going to share some of my deep cleaning tips throughout the video, and then I totally forgot to actually record that while I was doing it, but the majority of my deep cleaning ends up being glass, windows, door tracks, dusting the areas that I don't typically focus on. Decluttering is a major one, which I did a couple of videos ago with you and had some tips for you. So what I'm gonna do is link up my favorite deep cleaning tools in the description. They're really self-explanatory. You can find them anywhere, but they are very helpful in tackling those spaces. Now, I thought it'd be kind of fun to see what kind of projects you have on your list. If you're planning out your year, if you have things you know you want to do, drop them in the comments. Now, if you are watching this video and you are saying, wow, Sarah, that's quite a lot of projects, you are right. And I do think that it warrants me saying that updating my home and creating content for you from those updates is my literal full-time job. So I'm not going to a 9 to 5 and then coming home and doing these projects in the evening after my kid's soccer game. I'm doing them full-time throughout the week, and so it does allow me more time to focus on the home than the average person has. But at the same time, it's a bit overwhelming to look at my own list and think, am I actually going to accomplish all of that in 2025? So we'll see. We'll see what gets done. We'll see what the budget comes in at. And I cannot wait to take you along for the ride.
Thank you once again to Birch Living for sponsoring today's video. Make sure and check out all the details for my wonderful mattress and topper in the description, and I will see you next week.